This pain in my hip has to be muscular related. I just got done stretching for probably 40 minutes, and a few times through that stretching session, I was laying down on the floor on my back, and I was sitting there, and I was, pulling both of my legs through all kind of ranges of motion, and I was completely pain-free. I will say with both of my legs, after a certain point, I can hit like a blocking sensation in the front of the hip. But I gotta get very, very deep into flexion for me to feel that. But at the same time, if I can move it with my hands, if I can move my leg with my hands through all these ranges of motion pain-free, then that means that something has to be activating and causing pain whenever I try to use like actual muscles to move it. It's hard to put into words, but it's like if I move it with my hands, I'm taking the muscles out of the equation. And so I feel like if it was an impingement issue or bone on bone contact or something, then I would feel that when I move the hip through a range of motion with my hands. So if any muscles or tissues fire, activate, and then I have pain, then that tells me that it has to be linked to whatever's activating somehow. But with that said, the 55 pull-ups left me a little sore today, feeling at my lats, all through here, even a little bit into my triceps. For some reason I get some tricep burn while I'm doing pull-ups. I'm not really sure why, but the triceps are feeling it just a little. A lot of the back is kind of tight, and the hamstrings are a little stiff from that 200-meter sprint yesterday at the end of the mile. The glutes may be a little tight as well. 9:14 right now. Probably not going to do a whole lot tonight. I take that back. I'm going to do some dumbbell bench tonight, just because. Excuse me. But aside from that, I just did a whole lot of stretching, and so I don't want to do a whole lot of like taxing leg movements, because I feel like that would kind of take away from stretching. But I am going to do some marching in between the dumbbell bench, and probably put in like another 50 bodyweight squats or so. Hip pain is about the same again. Same story day after day, coming in here hurting, broken, and beat down. But just trying to chip away at it and slowly resolve this issue. Hopefully within another week I've got it straightened out. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.